Well, once again, it's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show. Yeehaw!
Good evening, Southern Fried Podcast fans and Dave. So, hi to all you people out there at Cornbread Nation, all you breadheads. Glad to see y'all here tonight. So, Dave, how did your day go?
It was a good day. Busy, a lot of stuff going on at work. I was a
Yeah.
little tired after that working the polls. Be doing it again tomorrow, but it was a good day. We did pick up a new breadhead recently, so I
Hmm,
think the Cornbread Nation is up to 70 followers now. Slowly
nice.
rising up, just like a good bread does, and we need more breadheads.
Yes, lots of breadheads. Well, Jimmy Buffett had the parrot heads. We need the breadheads.
That's right.
Yeah, we can be wasting away in cornbread Vita Bill again, something like that.
Appreciate those joining on Instagram as well as other feeds. Well, sometimes we don't see all those in the
Yeah.
main feed. So we do have a Discord channel, Southern Fried Podcast. So feel free to go over to Discord as well. It's a place where all of the streams can come together.
I would like to give a update on Erica Morgan. Her apparently they did get her moved today. So
Good.
apparently, I think that's what wasn't exactly sure, but Joe was pretty sure that they got that done finally. So to Vanderbilt. So
That's good.
hey, tell you what, real quick, let's go ahead and say another prayer. I mean, that's got to be tough. You start us off, and
Yeah.
we'll.
We'll be glad to. Father, we thank thee, Lord, this evening, Father, for the answers of prayer, Lord. We've asked for a lot of things this last week or so, and Father, you're always faithful, Lord. In this particular matter, Lord, we'll just continue to pray, being faithful, joining in a great prayer team of folks who are praying and petitioning on this young lady's behalf. And we just ask you to intervene in a mighty way and show up and show out. And we do believe and know the power of God. We're asking, Father, now to display that before the world in accordance with thy will, Lord, as we always pray. In Jesus' name, Rob.
And dear Heavenly Father, we ask you to put your hand of comfort on the family and a hand of support on this young lady and be with them. Lord, we know that you're the great comforter, and we have faith in that. And we pray that your will be done in all things. And we ask you for all and thank you for all in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Amen. Do hope they get some good answers here soon. You know,
Yes,
those are tough things.
it
Very tough
is
things.
tough. And when it's tough, that's when us Christians come together and pray and support one another. And it's very important to do that. So,
Yeah.
you know, sorry, my ring dinged off the desk here. Uh, but,
Are you
oh,
throwing your ring?
well, I was going to do on my desk and my ring hit and it said clank.
Oh, I thought you was throwing your ring. Like, what's up with that?
No, I don't throw my ring. Uh, oh,
Love your brother Cook.
we love you too, Cook. We're glad to see the Cookster in here tonight. Did you
I
see the
appreciate you giving me a shout out as a brother in Christ, and also Rob as a sister in Christ.
Hey, he didn't call me his sister in Christ. He said, I love my
Oh, I, re-
brothers
I
with
read
an
that
S
wrong. I
and
read that.
sisters with an
I thought he
S.
was calling you a sister.
Well, he may be calling both of us sisters because he's got sisters with an S in there. And
He's
so,
just he's including all ladies of Christ that are in the watching the show, and also Jim. We gave him a
Yeah.
laugh on that one.
Oh, well, and all the rest of you ladies that crumble your corn biscuits and go in your gravy and stuff, you know.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, we're not having none of that crapola. We we know how we like our biscuits and gravy.
Uh, you could eat your
We
biscuits and gravy any way you want to.
next time I'm up at Angie's Decatur Diner, I'm gonna poll the restaurant. I'm gonna find out
Okay.
from
Okay.
some great people, workers and customers, how they feel about this.
Mm.
These
Mm.
these 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 some farmers and stuff, and we'll just see how that goes.
You know what? I'm going to put this to the test. Should biscuit, how you spell biscuit?
If you can't, you done lost, dude. If you can't spell biscuit, then you can't worry about if it's crumpled or not.
Yeah.
It's tough. Just spell it crumple.
No. I got to put a how in front of everything. Uh. Okay. This is according to Google.
Oh, the authority on all things.
That's
Right.
right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Split warm biscuit in half. Place them face up on a plate and spoon gravy over them. This allows the gravy to soak into the biscuits. That
Is,
is the first answer.
is that is
The
that
second
is that
answer,
is that KamalaHarris.com you're reading from?
Combo?
Kamala?
no,
Is that Kamala?
no,
Combo?
no. It's not even
Oh,
Kamala.
Tim Walls for vicepres.com. Is that where you got that?
No, no, no.
Love it cooked, chicken and dumplings with carrots, potatoes, celery. I don't know about the celery. It's okay, I guess, but celery, I don't know about that.
You don't know about that.
No,
Oh, there's Kaylee. She's photo bombing.
Are people watching this?
See you, girl. I'm
all
waving
over.
at you. She ran off.
Yeah, but look at here. See,
Does that not go the right direction?
and then there's someone.
Okay, say something, Dave.
Hello, hello.
I know y'all wasn't wondering,
Yes,
but my picture was amazing, by the way.
her picture was amazing at school.
Come on, Maria. My friend's staying the night, y'all.
And here is Ari.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
So you've got a house full.
Well, counting them two and a dog, I guess if that's a house full.
Yeah.
Look, he's watching.
Uh,
Cook is watching.
yes.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Ow, my phone.
They're going to be fixing your hair here before long, Dave. Oh, and the dog's going to have his tongue in your ear.
This show has went to the dog.
Hi there, Testerosher. I don't know how to say that name.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Well, between Kaylee and her friend there and Chuck, everybody is going nuts right now.
Hey.
Uh,
Hi.
you're getting a good photo bomb tonight.
I'm telling you.
hear him.
All right, so which one's going to do their dance next?
No. No, we get that started. I'll be off the air. They'll knock everything over. When we're in the new studio, we'll have to set that up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah, so we have it officially from Google that biscuits should be in half, face up, so the gravy can soak in.
How you doing? Bye.
So, bye.
Love you, Cook.
Oh,
Oh,
Cook's
Right.
just the lovable cowboy fan.
oh, he is. He's just a big old teddy bar. All right. Well, you asked me to look up some stuff today, well, about some weird election rules and laws and stuff. And I'm going to intersperse them throughout the program. And my very first one kind of goes all the way back to the very first election, because this would be considered hypocrisy and evil and vile. Did you know that there are some, no longer statewide, but there are some cities and counties that do not allow alcohol sales on election day? They do not. And what makes this such a uh, thing here is George Washington himself spent his entire campaign budget on alcohol,
Yes, he
supplying
did.
voters with 160 gallons of liquor to drive
Saw that.
turnout and win favor.
I saw that. Don't you remember all the old westerns, Rob? You must not have
Yeah,
been a western. Well, what did they do when they had an election in all the old westerns?
they broke out the bottle.
No, they didn't. They closed the bar
Uh,
till the election was over or a court proceeding.
yeah,
All the old westerns did that. They closed the bar. The bar's closed until after the election was over, or the court, or the trial. See,
yeah,
Cook agrees.
yeah. But George Washington didn't do that.
Well,
160 gallons of whiskey. Look, that'd be a much cheaper campaign to run. I'm just throwing that out there. Yep, that's what we was just hitting on there, sir. That was, yeah.
a little odd known fact: I believe that Walker County is the last county in the state of Georgia that actually hung someone as well.
Oh, I didn't know
Public
that.
hanging. I believe I'm right
Oh,
on that.
wow.
Has nothing to do with the election, but I thought you might want to know
Yeah,
that.
well, yeah, well, that would be, I don't think I'd want to go to that. I know that that used to be a popular thing, going to the hangings, and everybody would go watch. I just don't think I'd want to watch that. You know?
No, you would probably be the hangman.
Why would I be the hangman? I'm way too nice for that. Uh,
You come riding into town on, the black outfit, and you got all
only,
the robes
only,
and everything.
only if I could be like the hangman in Blazing Saddles. What do you think? I could do that.
I just have this image of you coming into town with your flaming red hair. That's the as the hangman. It just cracks me up.
Dude, they don't let hangmans come in without a shirt on. That's the only way you're gonna get any flaming red hair on me now.
When you were younger, you
Oh,
said
oh, when I
flaming
was
red.
younger.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think I've ever been younger. I think I've been about this age my whole
you're
life.
you're too old to be the hangman now. You know.
What? The hangman was always so crusty old dude. What do you
Yeah, but
get? What?
they couldn't hardly walk up there to the on top of the platform.
I'd get somebody to carry me up there if I was going to be the hangman, but I don't want to be the hangman. So, nah. I guarantee you, if I was going to
No,
get hung, they'd have to carry me up there, kicking and screaming.
no, that was a tough job. Nobody wanted anything to do with the hangman
Uh-uh.
or
No.
or undertaker.
Yeah. And I always thought they wore that hood when I was younger. I know now, so nobody even know who they are, quote unquote. But I always thought they wore that hood because they were ugly when I was younger. You know, it made sense. Uh,
And it's still to this day, and we're going to keep talking about elections. By the way, there was a bigger party than that one in Washington. I don't know if you got to it, but there was another president they had to bribe the people to get out of the White House. They said it was such a big party, but buckets of booze or something, or tubs of booze. But it's still talking about hangmen and executions. It's still not easy for those people to do that.
no.
It's not. It's they build up a relationship with them. It's tough.
Yeah.
There's something to. I just think it's hard for a human, even though we carry out justice. It's hard. That's why war
Yeah.
is that's hard. You know,
Absolutely.
got to
You
drive
got.
home.
Where are you at?
Oh, he's got to be down there at the old Big W,
Big what?
Big W, Walmart. I'm sure.
Oh, either he's. Wait a minute, Cook. When'd you picnic with your girlfriend? Are you out there on your picnic with her now?
Yeah, he talked about a picnic. That's right.
Uh huh. He might be out there on his picnic date and be watching us, being here in the chat room. Hang on a minute, baby. I'll be there in a minute. What'd you say? Hang on, baby. I'm doing something. I can just see him now. Can't you, Dave?
No, I think he would. I think he'd throw us off like a bad cold if he was on the picnic with his girl.
Uh,
As much as he loves us, I think, especially if she serves some good fried chicken
yeah, but he was
for the
getting
picnic.
pizza from Little Squeezers.
Oh, that was. Well, they done probably had two picnics by now. That was days ago.
Oh, huh.
He's probably burning down the phone trying to, talk to her. That's why
Yeah.
we ain't seen much of him. He's missed some shows.
Well, he's been chasing after her pretty hot and heavy there.
Well, you know how it is.
Yeah. So, uh, I love this, and because you're in the voting precinct, you're a poll worker, I've got to bring this up. Uh, this is coming off Fox, by the way. Georgia's top election official is accusing Vice President Kamala Harris of lying about the state's voter security laws. Oh,
Oh, by the way, the county up there in Pennsylvania judge has going to extend early voting because of what happened. I didn't see if that meant later in the day or open Saturday. I didn't see what that was, but because they did that, he's extending early voting.
wow.
I think the Trump campaign sued, and they have the judge has extended it.
Yes. And there's also one up here. Oh, it's talking about potential fraud. There it is. These ballots came in in Pennsylvania. Are looking into this Fox. So looking into suspicious voter registration applications they received ahead of the state's deadline,
Yeah,
and it's something like 2,600. No, this was 1,500, I think. Then a 2,600 was fake ballots and forms, all written by the same person, and they're from a third-party group. So, but yeah, if that person got caught, is there more? I don't know.
well, it makes you wonder.
So, yeah, that's all you poll workers and stuff. Y'all keep an eye out. Mm. So, if it could happen there, it could happen just about anywhere. I'm a guessing. Yes, they done good for Virginia as well. That's about cleaning up the voter rolls, correct?
Yeah, illegals.
Yeah, and there was 1,500 of those on there, wasn't there? That checked that they were illegal. And then we're trying to say, oh, well, it's too close to the election. Well, if they're not legal, they can't legally vote. You know, I encourage them to break the law. So, but there's a lot of stuff going on, and you want to make sure that every vote is counted and every legal vote is counted. Um, and you also want to make sure there aren't any illegal votes in there. And I can understand all that. but we're losing track of our main issues right now. The economy, the border, all this stuff that we need to be focused on. I'm glad they're doing their job. These guys did their job, you know, and that makes me happy. So, uh, uh, oh, wow. Did you hear anything about that, Dave?
I mean, where's it at?
Yeah, what state? Did you catch that, Michael? He
I
may
mean,
not have called.
I may not have saw the story. I would have heard about it if it was here.
Hmm. So, uh, okay, I've got a second Michigan.
Oh,
Oh,
Michigan.
wow.
I have
That's
not. I mean, I've been away from the news for most of the day. I've been busy, but
yeah.
um,
All right. Here's my second voter thing, weird thing. And I don't guess this is so weird, but I wasn't expecting this. No agnostics allowed in office. As the U.S. maintains the separation of church and state, but some states have attempted to circumvent the law by requiring candidates to at least believe in God. Texas banned religious text as a qualification to hold office, but requires an official to, quote, acknowledge the existence of a supreme being, according to its Constitution's Article 1 Bill of Rights. Tennessee also upholds a similar law banning any person who denies a supreme being from holding office in the state's civil department. Other states with similar laws include South Carolina, North Carolina, Mississippi, Maryland, and Arkansas. How about that? Do you know that one?
not all of it.
Oh, okay. uh, uh. So let's see. You know me, I have nothing else but watch the news. Well, you should be the most informed person here. Uh,
He's
eh, eh,
he brings us news, man.
yeah, yeah. He's our man in the field
That's
or
right.
the living room or man in the living room.
Cook
Uh,
brings us information from Walmart, and Michael brings us news.
yeah, yeah. Well, Cook also provides some entertainment while he's at Walmart on the buggies and stuff. So you're just a garbage deplorable surfing news all day. Oh man. Oh. Now who called you garbage? Oh wait, we
His
know who.
his, his president.
Dude, you asking for something.
Well,
You asking for him to get all stirred up.
he is his president, correct?
Oh, I'm aware of that.
Okay. That
But you know what? I'm not going to say that right now
that was a
because
true
he's going to
statement.
come back with a great old big line of stuff here because you said that. I
What?
know what he's
It,
typing it now.
it's a true statement.
uh, yeah, yeah. That's what you're going to
Smoked
have to do to make
brisket.
up that comment. You're going to have to take him some brisket for
Well, you say
smoke.
some great soul. I don't know that I'd be described as a great soul.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, Michael. He's a good soul. He is. He's a good-hearted person. He's got a great soul and a really big head. So if you're going to say something like that, you got to say great head. I need somebody with a really big head to bring me some good smoked brisket.
Uh,
He said we're both great souls. Oh,
you deserve a salute.
yes. You're a great soul too, sir. Uh,
By the way, he's been putting his picture out. He's got all kind of photo shots out there on Facebook. I mean,
He's
very
trying to
soon
get her attention up there in North Carolina.
well, very soon he's gonna be grabbed up. Some lady is going to. I
You
mean,
know who it's going to be?
those are some glamour shots. I'm telling you, man. He's really getting it out
Hey,
there.
if that lady up North Carolina gets a hold of that, the one with the knife, the pistol under her bed, and the wash spray, if she gets a hold of them glamour shots, she's going to drag you all the
I
way up
know.
North Carolina.
I know.
Yeah. Y'all could live in a hole till she gets her house repaired. Just saying. Or maybe you could invite her down this way and y'all could live at your place till her house gets repaired.
I
That's
don't
how
know
great
that
romances come
I don't
about.
know that her house was tore up. She just didn't have power.
Okay.
She was sleeping in her own home.
Okay.
She was afraid that the marauding criminal element would come out further from the city and break in on her.
Too bad shape for 99% of them. I'm going to tell you something, Michael. I don't believe you too bad a shape for her. I believe she throw you over her shoulder and carry you anywhere you wanted to go.
Right.
She's
I mean,
tough.
Michael, I can't say it. I
You can say it.
can't do it.
Do it. Don't be a chicken. You say it. You thought it. Jesus said, if you think it, you just as well said it. So say it.
Well, it's his 99%. I mean, I don't know, man. I've shopped at Walmart too, and I don't know that they're 99% of the. I can't do it.
Come on, Dave. I know where you're going. You might as well finish. He knows where you're going to. You might as well finish. Everybody knows where you're going. You might as well finish it. You're going to say more than 1% of the women in the world shop at Walmart, and you've seen them women, and you think they're just fine for him.
I would just say that he's in better shape than more than the 1%.
Okay.
He's pretty hard right there. I think that's too harsh.
So, what do you think that percentage should be?
I'm not about to do that.
Come on. Hey, I answer your tough questions when you're trying your best to get me in trouble. And I still answer them. Come on. What's that
Well,
percentage?
you can't answer that because are you talking about those that shop at Walmart? Or are you talking about across the world? Or are you talking about in a particular geographical area? Most Well, Michael, that may be true because they read a lot of romance novels, but they settle for bubbas who are not 6 foot tall and they make
Did
less
you
than three.
just call him saddle bait? You called him saddle bait. Uh, he goes, settle for you, Michael. You hear that? Uh, I guarantee you that woman from North Carolina would love to have you. We've got to hook this up. We've got to. Uh,
Uh,
those that are Walmart think they're models.
it's all in the eyes of the beholder.
Wait a minute, Michael. You go to Walmart, don't you? Dude, next time you go up there, you walk that runway. You own it. You walk down at that aisle at Walmart and you get that head up and you start bobbing. You just go right on down there doing the boogie dance, whatever, and get your groceries and stuff. Oh, they'll be falling all over the place trying to get to you. No
And
Walmart for me.
and if you can't reach the top shelf, just ask one of the ladies to do it for you. It's a great
Yeah,
way to get some contact info.
yeah. Well, you go to a grocery store, another grocery store, then, don't you? Yeah. It works at the grocery store too. You just walk down that aisle like it's a runway, and you a model. Just go on down there. You got this, big boy. I know you do. You might be a little bit shorter. That's okay. You rock what you got. They'll fall all over you. I'm telling you, it'll work. And if you can't reach what's on the top shelf, find some 4 foot lady to reach up there for you.
You're not right.
Oh, I got that in stereo. Now you done got me go get in trouble with Michael. And
I just want to know one thing tonight. That video I sent you, there's only like 10,000 of them out there. Does Jen do a version of that video? You know what I'm talking about?
which one was that?
The one that's all over the. It's all over the social medias right now because it's Halloween.
Is that this craze is getting old?
Yeah,
Okay.
it wears on you.
Let's see here. Hang on, man. We got to look at this kind of together here. Here we go. Where did it go? What? I had a nice lady about 5'9" get me something at food, get something for me at Food Line. Oh my goodness, Michael. Did you tell her thank you?
Shake off the Skittles, shake off the Reese's, shake off the candy corns. Ride the witch's broom. Ride the witch's broom. Ride the witch's broom.
So in answer to your question, yes, she does.
What?
And it's very entertaining to watch. What? Where'd you go, Dave? So now see, a lot of times, folks, when Dave goes off the camera like that, he's laughing, and he snorts when he laughs sometimes. So, you was married 10 years and you forgot how to talk to him. Now, did you forget how to talk to women during those 10 years or after? Michael, we got to get some clarification on this, But a nice looking lady about 5'9", she's pretty tall. You're what? You're about, I think you said you were 5'4". Both. He was married for 10 years and forgot how to talk to him. Dave's back.
He was married for 10 years and forgot how to talk to women. I mean, he didn't talk to your wife. I mean,
that's what I was seeking clarification on.
I mean, what the heck is that?
I asked him. I said, did you forget how to talk to women while you were married or after? And he said both. Back to the 5'9" woman. Now, is that back to the 5'9" woman and she was in the mid-60s, or are you 5'9" and in your mid-60s? You're in your upper 60s, aren't you?
No, he's not. He's not upper 60s.
Oh. Nah.
Come on, man.
What? I thought he said he was 5'4". When did he become 5'9"? That's not short. That's average. Michael is 5'4". Yeah. So, you was talking about the woman was 5'9" and in her mid-60s. See? I'm following along. I got you, Michael. I got you. I'm right there with you. We're on the same page.
The woman, is this the woman who got the stuff off the shelf for him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he was looking up to her. I like it.
Oh.
And if she, hey, by the way, if she's shopping at Food Line, she's got money because the old Food Line be a little pricey.
Michael, I got a question for you. You standing there going, I can't, Ray. And she came by and got it down for you, or what? Look like some 3-year-old at a candy counter. Michael, come on now.
Do we call that checking them out? I mean, what in the world? Now, Rob, I got to ask you, if you're in the Food Line and you're going down the aisle and you see this guy and this lady had and he asked the lady if she minds.
If I check you out,
Yeah, what are you thinking? I mean, like, what the world's going on? Oh, looking in a
well,
clean way.
no. There is no clean way to check a woman out. You get no. Michael, for shame.
Michael's a good guy, but
I know
this
he's a good
story,
guy, but there ain't no good way to check a woman out.
this
Not
story,
no
this
clean way.
story's
There's a
getting
good way,
rough.
but there ain't a clean way. This is getting rough. There, we got a. She was
Nice.
nice and talkative. Well, if you were standing there going like this, trying to reach up on the top shelf, she probably felt like that she had to be nice.
Oh,
You
I forgot
know?
to tell you, Rob, when I was working the polls yesterday, and it's just an observation. Outside the officer, I was the only male who was working the precinct. It was all female.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of talking going on. Let me just tell you, a lot
Um,
of talking.
I
They
thought I
were
saw.
having them some good conversation,
Yeah. Was there a
which
lot
was
of
nice.
gossip?
I didn't have to talk as much, so I kind of rested. I mean that in a nice way. It's not meant to be a shot. I mean, sometimes it's nice not to have to talk too much.
Yeah,
What
I
we do a
understand.
lot of podcasts. I talk at work. It was kind of nice.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
just
but I
let them
still,
do all the talking.
well, I talked to the voters, so I was busy anyway. But no, they were
Yeah,
sweet
I
ladies.
bet you said a
They
lot
worked
of yes
hard.
ma'ams. A lot of yes ma'ams, no ma'ams.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
So it's
absolutely.
kind of like being at home for you.
Depends.
Oh,
Depends.
you still wearing those?
Rob, you be ugly. Don't do that. You were the walking talking about sharing depends. I mean, you went there.
I'm just asking if you had a spare one, if you'd share it with me.
Yeah. Read another voting oddity. We need to move along.
Okay. Voting stickers.
All right.
Uh, a Florida based company, National Campaign Supply, claims to have designed the original sticker now used across the country. The company first began printing the I voted sticker nationwide in 1986.
19 what?
86.
86. I didn't know if every state did that. I knew Georgia did. I don't know if every state does that.
Uh,
I think there might be some that still don't do that.
they may not, but I mean, they make them
Could be
for.
wrong.
Uh,
Have you ever seen a I voted Tennessee sticker?
Jenny
I've
said
never.
she has.
She has. Okay.
Yeah.
Alabama.
They can't read in Alabama, so it wouldn't be no need. You open that door.
Wow.
I love all you guys over in Alabama, and I know y'all can read at least on third grade level. Y'all can read. I voted. I'm sorry. I
One of
did
these
not
days
mean.
you're going to walk into the Dothan Walmart and there's going to be a picture of you on the wall that says "Banned for life" for besmirching the great state of Alabama.
Look, I love Alabama. It's a great place, and I love it. I don't love their football team, but I love it.
Well, they got more than one.
I know.
Auburn
I know.
fans be getting mad. You say there's only one. Well, they have more than that, but that's the two biggest teams. All right, let's go to the next one.
All right.
I like this.
Indiana voters are allowed just 3 minutes in the voting booth during primary elections and only 2 minutes during general and municipal elections.
You're kidding me.
But,
That's current.
but, yeah, but forcing a voter from the booth would require a member of the election precinct board or poll workers to remove that person.
There ain't nobody gonna do that.
Uh,
That may be on the
the
book, but I'm
law,
telling you, there's
the
no way
law,
would
the
not do
law
that.
is not enforced.
I'm sure it's not. There's no
Alabama
way.
I'm not done. Alabama's state code gives voters 4 minutes to vote before a polling worker may ask them if they need assistance, according to state election code. If they do require help, the voter is allowed at least an additional 5 minutes to vote. But if a voter does not need assistance, he or she will be given 1 additional minute. If no one is waiting in line, voters receive as much time as necessary to finish voting. I don't see that law being enforced either.
No. Here's the thing. Who goes to a voting booth to hang out all day anyway? Most of the time they're trying to get through that thing and get out of there. They want to get on with the rest of their deal. If they're slower, it's because of 2 or 3 reasons. One, they can't. Maybe they have a hard time reading. There's a glare or something. I mean, they just
Yeah.
no matter how big you make it, they just have a hard time reading. Two
Yeah.
is they're not sure about a race they didn't know was going to be there because they didn't look at the sample ballot, and they're kind of stuck and they're thinking about it, and you can see that. Or sometimes they even try to ask, which we tell them we can't give them any advice. Or I don't know. 3, they're just older, and it takes them a long time
Takes a
to
little longer.
get
Yeah.
through the ballot. I've never seen anybody just delay in a voting booth. Most of the times, I mean, and some ballots, by the way, some ballots in primaries are very long anyway.
Yeah.
That ballot's 2-sided when it's printed out. I just can't. There's no way, man. That's on the
Yeah.
books, but ain't nobody going to
says-
enforce
yeah.
that.
Yeah. It says not.
If you were in the voting booth and somebody came up and said, "Do you need any assistance, sir?" What would you say?
My name is Michael, and I'm older, and it's going to take me a little while to get this done.
Or no, at that point you might say, "No, I'm okay, thank you." But what
Yeah.
if they come back in 1 minute? You said it's 1 minute. They come back in 1 minute and said, "Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to hurry along. You've exceeded your time in the voting booth." What would your answer be then?
Well, there are several factors that come into play into that. Number 1, what I've eaten the night before. Number 2, how quickly I think I can say what I need to say. And number 3, how quickly she can get out of my voting booth until I am done. So I can't just throw out an answer for that one, sir.
I just wondered, I just wondered
Yeah.
because
Uh,
I could never imagine me um, saying anything to anybody.
no.
I would,
Okay.
if they ask for assistance, we're there. If they don't, we leave them alone till they're done.
This next one hasn't been enforced in quite some time. It should be enforced, though. It's on the books, and it should be enforced. Idiots banned from casting a ballot. Kentucky's Constitution prohibits idiots and insane persons from casting a ballot, but a person must be ruled incompetent and unable to vote by a judge. In fact, the term idiots and insane persons were common phrases used in state constitutions in Ohio, New Mexico, and Mississippi, but were meant to refer to people with mental disabilities. Ohio's Constitution states under Article 5, no idiot or insane persons shall be entitled to the privileges of an elector. I wonder if that goes to knuckleheads.
I could just see somebody coming to someone in the voting booth and going, "I'm sorry, I failed to ask you when you checked in. Are you an idiot?"
Could you see Walt
And the guy
No.
says, "No, I'm just a knucklehead."
Yeah. Could you see Walt's going to vote? And the guy standing there, the poll going, Oh, however, a probate court must declare a person incompetent for voting purposes in Ohio. Similar language bars idiots from voting in Mississippi, but individuals are purged from voter rolls if they are educated by a court of law as incompetent, according to Lee Rupp Smith as the Assistant Secretary of State Communications, Mississippi. But
This
according
hasn't worked, dude, because there's a bunch of idiots been voting in Mississippi for a long time.
But according
Sorry,
to
love you,
federal,
Mississippi, but it's true.
but according to federal law, a person cannot be barred from voting due to incompetence, except in very limited circumstances. Individuals with mental disabilities are entitled to vote even if under guardianship or receiving assisted care, according to the National Alliance on Mental Illness. People with disabilities also have the right to receive help with voting from friends, family members, or caregivers. So, just saying. Throwing that out there. Idiots. Idiots can't vote. They're knuckleheads, apparently. You're crazy. I'm no idiot. I can read this ballot. I'm crazy. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh,
Oh man.
all right, we got another one here. Voting multiple times. Ah, there you go.
Oh, that never happens.
At least 7 states explicitly allow voters to change their ballot if they have voted before Election Day. With as much as 40% of eligible voters casting their ballots early this year, the law has gained some attention on the campaign trail. Donald Trump has appealed to voters in Wisconsin, asking them to vote again if they're feeling buyer's remorse or voting for his rival, Hillary Clinton. So, you know about when this came out. So, yeah. But only one of the votes count. Just
Yeah,
one.
they would cancel out and then
Yeah.
let them vote. Something could happen late, you know.
And they changed their mind. Buyer's remorse.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there could be something major happen, you know,
Yeah.
like you're called garbage. But
Yeah. Oh. So, you know, I really think Biden is mad and he's trying to tank her. It looks like it. I mean, you know, here she is doing a thing on unity and trying to do a unity speech, and he's over there calling half the country garbage. You know, that doesn't something not G-Ho, and I think he's mad. All right, I got another one here. You'll like this. You know, you can't campaign in voting lines and stuff like that, right?
that's right. That's correct. There's so many feet from the door of the precinct, 150 feet, I believe that is.
What about political puppies? A group
What
came
do
up
you
with the
mean?
idea with taking puppies to the voting lines with ribbons for one side or the other on them and walking them up and down the aisles. It's just a
It
puppy.
as long as it doesn't have any language
Right.
on it,
Yeah.
it would most likely pass muster.
Yeah. And they're just
You
doing the
you can,
different.
you can you can wear colors.
Yeah.
Like I could do that. I could go in all dressed red as long as there's no visible, you know, anything about that candidate or something. You know. By the way,
Uh,
you could wear it in. You could have a shirt over a shirt. You could turn a shirt inside out. It's still
yeah.
there. You just can't see it. So no, there wouldn't be anything wrong with that.
Uh, the group said it came up with the idea when it noticed and exceedingly that rates of voter registration and commitments to vote were higher at locations where staff and volunteers brought puppies compared with polling stations without puppies.
Interesting.
Political puppies, dude. So,
Well, somebody's always looking for an edge. They look for loopholes to do um, things to, you know, encourage
yeah,
the voter to go their way. This always goes on. It's just that within those boundaries, outside those boundaries, I mean, you got they got the canopy set up. They got gifts, stickers, bumper stickers, waters, you know, all kinds of stuff. but they have to be so far away from that precinct. But they'll be waving and hollering at people and getting them to come over and talk to them. So it still goes on. It just doesn't happen. It can't happen in within that certain footage of the precinct or inside. But yeah, everybody's looking for an advantage.
Oh yeah. Okay. And this next one it's out of date, but it's interesting. Okay. Uh, Duels are prohibited, and anyone who does is not allowed to hold office in Tennessee. Officials will be punished and have their title revoked if they fight or take part in a duel.
Well,
So,
there's been many who died in politics because of duels in Georgia, I know, and sometimes that was in office.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, if you killed somebody in a duel now, you'd be charged with murder. So, I mean, you know, just saying.
That's
It's a
from the
bit,
that's from the old country. It was one of those
yeah,
things that was brought over.
yeah,
As we were still becoming a new nation, and there was a lot of things that were, there were a lot of those traditions and stuff that came over. I mean, even Napoleon, Napoleonic tactics for fighting that lasted all the way to the midpoint of the Civil War.
yeah.
I mean, that standing across from each other. But
The,
after, as it got so bloody, they started entrenching and building, things to hide behind and stuff because of the massive loss of life. But that was all stuff from, that kind of was
oh,
ingrained in culture and stuff within our nation.
well, I tell you what, all you people out there on X, we are glad y'all are here. If y'all want to jump in on the conversation, y'all are more than welcome to join in with us. There's a whole bunch of y'all.
Absolutely, yeah. And we've got a few on Instagram as well. So
Yeah, y'all come
trying
on in.
trying to jump over and check. They can't. The Instagram doesn't cross in here, so I've just
Mm.
been going and looking and saying hey. So we appreciate all of you being here.
Oh yeah.
Again, we
Uh,
do have a Discord channel, that Southern Fried Podcast. It has many people in there. We just started it, so it's new. But we'd be glad to have you. We'll build
well,
that
I've
up.
only got two more. If you want to hit them, if you want me to hit them real quick.
Go ahead.
In 1997, a Texas bill passed by state legislators and signed by then Governor George W. Bush created a technical procedure that allowed astronauts to vote from space.
And they do by email.
Yeah.
They
So
say it's
that was
protected,
it.
but they do vote if they're in space by email.
Right.
Interesting.
And last but not least, though the U.S. Constitution does not require a president to take the oath of office using a Bible, George Washington began the tradition when he used his Masonic Bible for his inauguration. But you get to choose your own book. John Quincy Adams used a U.S. law book. Theodore Roosevelt used no book at all in his first inauguration. Barack Obama, for his second term, used Abraham Lincoln's Bible to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, and Martin Luther King Jr.'s traveling Bible to
Yeah, it was on
commemorate
the
the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington.
yeah.
So, yes, pick your own Bible. Which is, take the, if I was going to swear, it would have to be on the Bible, but, I don't know. Anyway, there's 10 election oddities for you. You don't, Mike says he does not like the idea of using the Bible. Uh, what would be your book of choice? there, Michael. All right. Well, we're about an hour in. We'll say we run a couple of commercials and fill our coffee cups up, and we'll be right back.
Sounds good.
All right. You gonna go get coffee, or you got your little cake, sweet little K cup thing there?
Why do you ask?
Well, am I running the commercials, or you running the commercials? I got to get up, walk to the other room there to get my coffee. You're not supposed to swear on the Lord. Well, yeah. Technically, I think that would be. Well, you're right. It does say in there, don't swear on the Lord. So, David, what's your thought on that? Let's get into this.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't have to use it, then he could use whatever book he wanted.
Right. You know.
Well, he did. He wouldn't have to.
Right. Would you use the Bible?
I don't know.
Mm.
I'd have to pray about how I looked about that. If I'm not swearing on the book. I'm just swearing to tell the truth. I guess as you take an oath of office to follow all the laws, tell the truth, obey all the laws and everything. I mean, we're kind of doing the same thing when we raise our hand in court or something. They swear us in.
Right.
They pretty much call you. I mean, what you're going to say, well, no, I'm not going to follow any of that because I don't think I should. I don't know.
Yeah. That's interesting. So, Michael, I think it will come down to a personal choice.
I think most people wouldn't give a rip because they're swearing about everything every day anyway. Yeah, especially politicians.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're swearing. They're basically they use his name in a filthy way.
Mm.
But most of our presidents of the recent past have real potty mouths. They're filthy mouth.
Yeah.
Biden is. Trump is. Obama. They all have filthy mouths.
Yeah.
I mean, they do. They don't set a good example for statesmanship on that. None of them.
No.
Some of the ladies, that have been running. I mean, it's true. They I don't think they have a problem swearing on any book because they just the truth. I mean,
I think Kamala has a dirty mouth too when she starts laughing. Have you ever heard a worse sound? Do you remember in the movie Dumb and Dumber where they're driving down the road and the truck has got the dog ears on it and everything, and Jim Carrey says, "Do you want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?" I saw a meme that with Kamala in the car, and
I
she
never
starts
saw
laughing.
that. I never saw that movie.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, I thought it was written about you and Michael.
No, that wasn't for us.
All right, fine.
You're not being nice tonight. I see. Talk about needing nice lessons.
Well, I do need to give you nice lessons. I'm showing you what not to do.
To a fellow dog fan at that.
Is Michael a dog fan? I thought he was a Bama fan.
I'm talking about me.
Oh, love you, brother. The dogs didn't play last week. They do play this weekend, though.
They were from South Georgia.
Oh, that's not nice. Did you see what he said?
Woo!
Michael.
Well, David, you started picking on him. I mean,
I poked the bear. I admit it. All right. Well, if you'll run us a couple commercials, I need some coffee, and maybe I'll learn how to be nicer while I'm out getting my coffee.
I have to figure out how because right now, you got Michael fired up. That's unfortunate. If he gets fired up, he gets fired up. He'll back you off the show. He'll have you crying.
No, he ain't gonna have me crying.
The Southern Fried Podcast now has its own store. Go to sfplive.com/store. These links are also found on Facebook and X and some of the other social streams. You will find shirts and hats and mugs and bags and all kinds of items with many different designs. These are just but a few of the more than 250 items that we have with different designs. We hope you'll come and shop, support the podcast. Every dollar that is paid will go towards keeping the podcast growing, and we thank you for your support. sfplive.com/store. Go shop today and get that favorite person in your life their Southern Fried Podcast item, and it'll help us advertise the podcast as you wear these things or take these things out into the public. We thank you for your support. If you have any questions, email us at southernfriedpodcast@yahoo.com. We'll be glad to answer. We're running some specials as well, 20, 25, and even 30% off in some cases. This will eliminate the mailing charges for sure. So go to sfplive.com/store for your Southern Fried Podcast items today. Remember, Christmas is just around the corner. Thank you.
Hello, folks. Just got finished an interview with the Southern Fried Podcast about the upcoming movie called The Keeper. It's in movie theaters nationwide. It'll be streaming in November. It's about a veteran who attempted to hike the Appalachian Trail, successfully ended the trail while fighting his battle with PTSD. It's based on a true story. I hope y'all go see it. It has a wonderful message. It's a very powerful movie. But yeah, please go see it.
Hey, this is Dave with the Southern Fried Podcast. You know, one of the favorite things that we do is sit out on the front porch with a glass of sweet tea and just talk about whatever. That's what you do on the front porch. Wave at the neighbors as they go by, or even a stranger. We're friendly people, and we like to just talk about whatever. You never know what Rob and Dave are going to talk about on the front porch, and sometimes Chris joins us, and then you really don't know what we're going to talk about. We'll laugh a little bit, we'll shock each other, and maybe, just maybe, you'll join in with us and chat with us on the front porch. Join us live for Front Porch Talking each Friday night at 7 p.m. That's your friends here at the Southern Fried Podcast.
For making the sun to shine, putting the stars in the sky, for the flowers that bloom, the ocean so blue. Thank you, Lord, for every sparrow that sings and that makes sweet melody, for the rivers that flow, the rain and the snow. Thank you, Lord.
Well, we all have something to thank the Lord for all of his blessings each and every day. And so we'd ask you to join the morning devotion Monday through Friday right here at the Southern Fried Podcast. Monday through Friday, we will release a new devotion, a portion of the scripture from our Bible to get you started in your day. Monday through Friday, the morning devotion and scripture reading. Please join us, and you'll be thanking the Lord, and you'll tell others how good he's been to you as you hear these blessed scriptures read aloud to you. Have a great day. Join us each day, and we'll seek to be a blessing to you. In Jesus' name.
Welcome back, Dave.
I'm glad to be back. By the way, I've got to recut that one commercial. We are now 8 p.m. on Front Porch Talk, and we changed that since I did that.
Yeah.
Also, it's only now, we're 6 days from, basically the election day, 6-7 days. But it is also, Rob, only 9 days, 9 days until the movie The Keeper is released on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
You will want to watch this movie. I'm going to watch it again.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yes.
Powerful,
And it's
powerful movie.
only one day until we do our Halloween special.
That's right. It's the first time ever. I've been talking to the kids like, hey, come on by now. I'm gonna sit up on the front porch, just like we do. We talk about front porch talking. I'm gonna be on the front porch, and we're gonna try to greet uh, some kids and see their
Trick or treater.
costumes, and you know, we're gonna
Yeah.
engage them and see if they want to get on camera for a minute. So,
Make sure it's okay with mommy and daddy first. And
well, Rob, if they send them out through the neighborhood alone, they don't
yeah,
have a clue who they're talking to anyway, brother. I mean, that's sad to say, but
well,
that happens. So,
yeah. Well, that was good timing on cutting me off there on the commercial too, by the way. Uh, that was good timing. That generated some laughter here in the house. Uh,
well, occasionally you got to shut people up, and I felt like you had said enough, so it was
uh,
time to do that.
yeah. It's not like I've ever done that to you either.
Oh
I mean,
no, you started it and then laughed about it.
it's still laughing about it. All right. Well, I'm going to throw out, normally I do this in the morning, but I feel the need to do it this evening. And Michael, yes, I will take it back always. We're looking at the forecast ahead here in the extreme South Georgia. It looks like we're going to have temperatures running in the mid 80s here till Monday with no real chances of rain really listed. And then next Tuesday, it's going up to 88. We're going back to summertime. And then maybe next Wednesday, we'll have some rain. They're calling for thunderstorms next Thursday. So, all you farmers out here in South Georgia, get them peanuts picked because you might get some rain next week. Just throwing it out there, guys. If you need help, my wife's a pretty good tractor driver. We got her on video. Y'all could probably talk her in to help you pick some nuts if you really need to. I mean, I know she's good at working with nuts because she deals with me all
Well,
day.
she picked a nut. I mean, his name was Robert, so.
Look, I was already going to throw myself under there. I didn't need no help doing it.
Man, you throw a softball like that out, man. I have to, swing for the fence. I mean, come on.
It's not very nice. You need some nice lessons. Michael, tell him he needs to be nice. He ought to be nicer to me.
You started the tone tonight, brother. You started the
Look,
tone.
when you're this good looking, when you're the clickbait,
The
I mean, you just
clickbait.
got to do what you got to do from time to time. I'm
Oh
just
yeah.
saying. Hey, but all you people that's out there watching from other streams other than YouTube, Facebook, and our normal streams, we're a good job. We're glad to see y'all in here tonight. Michael, you got to be nice. Mm. Look,
Oh,
Michael, you're kind of reminding me of a Chihuahua tonight. They're little dogs and they got a big attitude. And they come off barking and yipping and stuff. And you're barking and yipping awfully hard tonight. And I'm going to pay for that comment. I'll bark and yip you upside the head, but you'll need a box to reach it. Uh, um,
oh Lord.
so, yeah. Well, Dave, now that you've cut me off and everything, you bite like an alligator.
And you like alligators.
I do. I do. You just probably made somebody cringe right there. Oh my goodness. Did I ever show y'all the gator decoy?
Yes.
I did. Okay. That was a going away present that or a chupacabra. The chupacabra, Dave. Chupacabra.
We're going to find out about all that Friday night.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That is
Backwoods,
exciting.
Backwoods Cryptids coming on the air with us.
You know, like I said this morning, I am a skeptic on this, okay, big time. But, you know, I've looked into it a lot, and wouldn't it be great if it is real? It's, like I said this morning, it's going to be guys like this man here that's going to prove it or disprove it or whatever. And, you know, it's amazing. And it's a great thought. I hope that they prove it exists. I mean, come on. That would be awesome. You know, I'm skeptical, but I'm a friendly skeptic.
There's people that travel all over the United States every time they hear of a sighting. They, one of the guys I worked with, his wife was, she wanted to find Bigfoot, and she heard about one out near Texarkana, and he
Yeah.
said we got to run out there this weekend. She heard about a sighting. He said I looked it up on, Google Earth or whatever, and he says it's really just it's woods on all. I mean, both sides of the road. There's nothing there. So he said I asked her what she's going to do: look from the truck or get out and actually hike through the woods, because she said, I'm not hiking through the woods. He said, well, then you're probably not going to see Bigfoot.
Yeah. Well, what they don't, what they got against the thing against using the roads?
Well, I mean, you're probably not going to see anything from the road.
Yeah. Well, Michael's coming up with Halloween outfits. Bigfoot, Chupacabra make a good one, or Joe Biden and Kamala. You know, I don't think I could pull off those. Those are just way too ugly. Both of them. Might be able to pull off Chupacabra or Bigfoot, but them other two are just way too ugly for me. So, well, we got 5 and a wake up, and we're going to be doing the National Day of Election, and we're going to have a special guest, hopefully, coming in with us on Tuesday while you're up there at the polling place, and he might just stay on with us for a while. I'm going to go ahead and get on here, as soon as we start getting get on here, maybe 6:37, somewhere around in there.
Our cryptid hunter says that they're a higher IQ than human, so that's why they're not seen.
Now, wait a minute. I'm thinking that IQ being higher than humans, that's a relative term. I mean, are you talking about the knucklehead? Oh, I'm a knucklehead. Or are you talking about like Bill Gates or something?
I would say that higher than the highest IQ.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying because
and with the ability for scent and all that, that they're able to outsmart. I mean, if that was true, most humans ain't going through the woods, very stealth.
Right. So they're quiet.
They would be heard. They would be heard from a long distance and or smelt.
Okay. Well, if you're coming up from them from downwind, but you would think with big feet like that, they'd make more noise. Maybe they step on more sticks and twigs and roll an ankle on a rock.
I imagine it's kind of like some of the deer hunters, up there. That's why they don't see deer. They're up there eating candy bars and stuff. They get bored. They're playing on their phone, playing Candy Crush. Deer comes walking by.
They don't even see it.
They don't see it. Deer's like,
they're out there dancing the jig, going, blah, blah, blah. You guys up there, going.
Yeah. Gets home, wife says, well, you doing good? He said, I didn't see a thing all day. I don't know what happened.
Made it through 500 levels on Candy Crush, though.
Yeah. All my snacks are gone.
Yeah. Could you imagine a deer hunter going up there and be in his stand and open up his candy bar, go take a bite, and this big hairy hand reaches around from around the tree and takes his candy bar? That'd be awesome. It'd almost be like that messing with Sasquatch commercial for Jack Links or whatever. That's
I like it.
Well, what would be the most inconvenient time to see Bigfoot? If you're
I
out
would
there in the
believe,
woods,
I would think probably relieving oneself.
that might be because that might explain why the pictures are always so blurry of the Bigfoot. Because that's when he shows up. You're in the middle of relieving yourself and you're trying to take a picture. That's why they can't get any good pictures of Bigfoot. Explains a lot. Well, you talked about his great sense of smell. Oh, now's the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, hmm. We went right down the same road there, and that's scary.
Very scary.
I did get weirded out one night when I was living actually up there in North Georgia. When I was living out there toward Ringo, I was looking around outside, and I heard something. And I got my flashlight out, and I shined it up in the woods, and I saw something. I saw its eyes about my height, peeked around the tree at me. And I was like, But all I could see was the eye shine. And then it moved back behind the tree. And I was like, ain't that something? And then it looked back around the tree at me again. I was like, well, that's Bigfoot. So I got my phone out and put it on camera. Because if I ever get a picture of Bigfoot, I want him going. And I walked up there, and as I got there, it stuck its head around again, and it was a possum. And he was about halfway up that tree, and he kept looking around. But all I could see at a distance was his eyes shining. But it was a possum.
I thought you was going to say a troll
A troll?
because you said it was about your height.
Oh, oh, that's whoa, whoa.
with
That was
flaming
bad,
with
dude.
flaming red hair.
Dude, that
In
was
all
harsh.
seriousness, did you see the video of the guy who's got the bobcat staring him down? He's got the gun out and he's saying, "Don't do it. Don't go on now. Don't do it." And it charges him.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I hadn't seen
he
that.
has to put one right through the head, kills it. Then he feels
All
all
right.
bad, like sorry. I mean, it would have been his life. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
It,
out
it,
there. I mean, the guy, he's like telling him, "Don't do it. Back
mm,
off."
yeah.
And it's got that locked on look, like it doesn't look like it's going to run off.
Yeah.
He doesn't
It,
move. He's got the gun up and he's ready to.
yeah. Well,
He's defending himself, and it started at him.
yeah. I hate to see videos like that, but that's not on the guy. All right. That it is a wild animal, and people see bobcat, and I've seen bobcats around here, and I hope I never come down to an issue like that. There's a big one that runs around here, but you know, I don't mess with them. They've got plenty of food around here. The odds of them actually messing with a person are slim to none. But you corner one, or if it feels threatened or whatever, these are wild animals. And people say, well, a bobcat's not that big. Well, they're not. But a regular house cat will tear your butt up if it
Oh,
wants to.
this one was pretty good size, man.
Yeah,
Wow,
there are some bigger
scary,
ones, you
scary.
know. And these things are actual predators, and they have an instinct for the jugular, stuff like that. You don't play with them. They're meant to be observed from a distance. Mm. So
No, just leave it alone.
And that's another thing. I've got to get back in touch uh, with my wildlife rescue down there and get them on here. That's something else. I need to do that. I will do that this week.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But not before we have the cryptid hunter on.
Yeah, we got to have him.
Yes.
Well, it's
I
really
did.
a part of an ongoing series, paranormal, where we had the author on, the publisher, Three Ravens, in which he'll be back. And
Yes.
by the way, that book that I ordered comes out tomorrow. Can't wait.
Okay.
I thought it was yesterday, but
It
it's actually
came from the
tomorrow.
trailer park.
I can't wait. But then backwoods, and you know, we're just networking with a lot of people that's gonna be on the show with us or shows.
Yes. Um, I just love the title. Space Pew Pew. Pew Pew. And it came from the trailer park. I mean, those are just amazing titles. Uh, we need to get in contact with him and have a contest
Yeah,
on
I'll reach out.
Cornbread Nation. We'll have a contest. Whoever wins the contest can. We'll see about getting a copy of the book. How
Well,
about that?
it'd probably be a digital download. He'll probably give away one of the digital downloads so
Yeah,
you'll download it in the Kindle or something.
but still, that would be an awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that time I heard that panther scream was the worst feeling I've had. You know, at your age, you don't need to be worrying about the Panthers. You need to be worrying about the Cougars. Huh?
What the heck is that?
Huh? Do what?
Oh, dude's being all serious, man. You're dropping bombs over there. I mean, come
He
on.
dropped a pretty good bomb on me.
Well, at least
I
he
love
didn't
you.
call. At least he didn't call you fat. I mean,
Well, you just called me fat.
I've not seen you get more riled up than that comment. That guy, I had you going for days. Call me
Or
fat.
you called me fat. Uh, got a fat head. Oh, well, Michael, uh, I meant that in the nicest possible way. I think that woman from North Carolina is a cougar, though. We're gonna have to. We got to make that happen, Dave. We got to get in touch with her somehow. Michael, can you imagine having a girlfriend that
Well,
kept a
he'd have to
pistol
move to
behind
North
you and
Carolina.
walk?
She's already established. She's got the house and all that going on. I don't think she wants to leave the area, so he'd have to relocate.
Oh, that wouldn't be cool. We got to keep Michael around. He keeps me in
Well,
line.
he's not around you now. I mean, he can come in from anywhere.
Well, I know, but still. Uh,
He's closer. He's closer to me up here than he is you.
oh, well, why am I picking on him? You need to be the one picking on him. He can get to you.
I'm not looking to pick on him.
Uh,
Michael's my friend.
all I hear is, I'm scared.
I'm
Why
be
you
going.
pick?
I'm
Go.
going to be going to see him soon. We're going to do it. We're going to come in live from the front porch,
Okay.
from Michael's front porch.
A cougar at my age would be in their 80s.
Is that Nancy Pelosi?
Oh, that was nasty. That was wrong, dude. Oh, dude. I don't even think Michael likes Ben and Jerry's. That wouldn't work. Mm. Oh, dude, he went Nancy Pelosi on you. That's bad. That's bad. You need to just tear something up right now. Or go.
I don't think Hillary qualifies yet. She's still in her 70s, right?
No, I think she's in her 80s.
She's in her 80s.
I think so.
We need to get the '80s list of folks that we could send his way. Those in their 80s.
Oh,
What
she is not. She
I
is
didn't think she was.
77.
What about Jane Fonda?
Oh, she's like 180.
Oh, he wants the Taylor Swift of in their 80s. The Taylor Swift of the 80s.
Jane Fonda is 86 years old.
Okay, qualifies.
Okay. Dave is how many years? He's getting on you pretty hard tonight, dude. Uh, you remember. You remember who's got your back. Yeah,
I'm
Dave,
I'm
Dave,
I'm
Dave.
sorry, Mike. Bad, bad. Sorry. Rob's a bad influence. I'm really a nice guy all the time. I get on here with Rob, and all of a sudden, things go
Oh, my goodness.
downhill.
I have found the perfect, the perfect cougar for Michael. In honor of the monkey farm, Jane Goodall is 90 years old.
Why? Why is that in honor of the monkey farm? You've lost me a little bit.
Jane Goodall worked with chimps forever.
Okay.
Chimpanzees, look in the mirror, silverback, I'm just saying. In
We
honor of
need to
them.
get, we need to get those folks back on too.
Yes, we do. Oh, wait, I may have a really good one for you, Michael. And we're going to stay with the Jane. No liberal women, period. Okay.
Well,
She's a bit young, but Michael, Jane Seymour is 73 years old. That's from Dr. Quinn, medical woman. Yeah, 70-year-old. All right, 73. Is that close enough? Just saying.
by the way, the governor of Alabama, Kay Ivey, she is 80 years old.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if she still has a living husband, so she may. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, you know the rules in Alabama. I don't think Michael would qualify. I'm sorry, that was another Alabama. People in Alabama,
Oh,
I love y'all, and I really do, and I'm just having good fun, and I do take it back just as well as I dish it out. So go ahead, uh, Michael. Like I said, I have a hard enough time changing my own. I don't want to be changing somebody else's. That probably wasn't very nice either. David's off in La La Land. I think.
well, I was looking up Kay Ivey. Kay Ivey's been married and divorced twice, has no kids.
Yeah.
So, she qualifies. She's right there in that, age
How old?
bracket. She's successful,
Yeah.
Jane Seymour.
Yeah, he's all over that. She's 73, Michael. Did you see there? Because, see, Michael does not want to be changing the pins. You saw that, right? He's had a hard enough time changing his own. He don't want to change nobody else's. I guess you heard that. So I'm sorry. I thought you would have given me a better reaction than that.
Sometimes
All right,
silence is golden. Sometimes.
Okay. I'm being golden.
Golden.
Oh, what was it? Stay golden, pony boy. Stay golden. Hmm. Okay, I'll be nice, sir. I'm being nice now.
Well, the President Trump is in a rally in Wisconsin
Oh,
this evening.
I think Kamala is in Wisconsin as well. I think they're both in Wisconsin tonight. I think he's up in the Green Bay area and she's around the Madison area, if I remember correctly. So,
They have a picture of Trump with a safety vest on, sitting in an 18-wheeler, and I think he wore it on stage. The vest.
oh, nice.
Oh, the lib channels will hate that.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely hate that.
Mm.
Which makes it even funnier. Hey, he's okay with KIV. See, I know how to pick. I did a good
Yeah.
job.
Well, it looked like he was okay with Jane Seymour, too.
Well, yeah, he's more likely to get KIV than he is Jane Seymour, though.
Uh, mm. Hmm. Uh, and then the Terminator made his presidential endorsement. So,
And he endorsed too.
who do you think he endorsed?
Well, I figure I know. I didn't see it, so that's why I'm asking those.
Uh,
I don't think that anybody's cared much what Arnold has to say ever since the whole thing about the housekeeper came out, and he's divorced and everything else.
yeah.
He's lost the star.
Yeah.
He's now just sounds old and sad, and you know.
Yeah. Michael was wondering what we was talking about calling each other golden. As we were being quiet a while ago.
Golden silence is golden, Michael. Sometimes it's best not to say anything.
But Arnold has yes, I did hear that he was going to speak at the Trump rally.
That
I
may
don't
or
know
may not be good for Trump,
if
to be honest.
But I don't imagine Arnold being in a war movie now like he was in the old action movies and stuff back in the day. It'd be like, get to the chopper, get to the chopper now. And then he's got his walker and easing up behind everybody. They're having to help him bring his IV stand and all that kind of stuff.
Oh man, they got all that. They got all the CGI and stuff now, man. They can make you do anything.
Oh, that's true. But back then they didn't. Mm. I still think the original Predator movie was one of the best movies ever when it first came out. I mean, as you think about it, they didn't have the CGI stuff then as much. This guy had to actually dress up as the Predator, and the makeup job on it was awesome. And it was just a complete surprise for me. I mean, how well it was. I thought that was an excellent movie. Now they've carried it so far, it's just, they'll never recapture that uh, moment. Hmm. That is funny. Says he's wearing a garbage vest.
Oh, it's a garbage truck.
Yeah,
I
it's a
just saw the
garbage
picture.
truck. Dude,
I like it. Play off of
dude.
it. I love it.
Did you see it?
I saw the photo.
Uh, he is actually riding in a garbage truck.
Pull it up. Show it. Just
Uh,
give credit to.
yeah, it's on Fox News. I'm looking to see if I can if they had a better picture of it. Um, they don't. But he's actually, let's just see here. We gave credit on it. So here we go for those of you who have not seen her or don't have access. Let's not that one. I got to click the correct button here and make sure I'm giving credit. This is off Fox News. And yeah, this is absolutely boom. Trump in the garbage truck. Got an American flag on it and everything. He's wearing his garbage man vest. Let's see if there's another picture here. There he is getting into it. Look, they didn't even have to push him up in there or help him up the steps. Look at that. In the garbage truck. That's amazing. That is amazing. I'm sorry. That makes me so happy.
Well, we still have a garbage truck around here. There's two different types. There's the one that has the robot arm or whatever they'll call it. We
Yeah.
still have the guys that do traditional.
Yeah.
Guys riding on the back of the truck.
There were better pictures, but I can't get to those. That annoys me. Charlie Cook said he did. Oh,
I would love it if he'd pull up to the precinct when he's getting ready to vote in the garbage truck.
oh man, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. It says CPIX. Now this is the headline from Fox News. It says CPIX. Trump gives on-brand response to Biden's insult as he arrives in key swing state.
And I think he wore that vest at the rally. I've only
He
saw it.
did.
Yeah,
I'm seeing live footage here. He's still going on.
Yeah, he's wearing it.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to hate that. Can you just see the? I bet they've already got something up. If you were to look at one of the liberal three-letter networks, they're probably already mocking it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My computer don't go to those. I don't go to those nasty sites. I guess I could make an exception. Oh, my computer's going to hate me. I know who would more than likely.
They'll be all over it if they don't have it yet.
Oh yeah.
Soon.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
They will hate that.
Oh man, I hate to even go to this. Man. No. Nothing yet.
Just give them time. It'll be up.
We'll have some by morning, I'm sure. And it won't take them long to. And I looked on the site that would have it too. I'm not calling no names. Don't want to. I can't believe I even pulled that up on my computer. Oh, I probably got viruses now. Okay. No more of that right now. But okay, but yeah, let's see if I can. I'm getting updated here on this one. Okay, so yeah, that there couldn't have been a better response than that one. That was classic Trump move right there.
Well, then again, they might not want to show it.
No, they probably don't.
They're trying to move away from the comment.
Yeah.
They might not even show that.
They may not. And one of the funny things about it, there's a very liberal show out there. It's got a bunch of women folk on it. I don't even like to call the name of it. It's got a kind of a famous comedian actress on it. And they completely blew off the garbage remark. Just blew it off. You know. But, you know, if Trump had said that, they'd have been all over it. You know, it's like the comedian that at his rally that made the off-key comment about Puerto Rico. That wasn't even Trump saying it, you know. And granted, should have vetted him a little better or got to know him a little better, you know. But, you know, it wasn't even Trump that said it. And they were all over that, all over it. Oh, he's, you know, this and he's that. And what a fascist and all this other stuff. And then Biden goes on and says this, and they just dismiss it. Because, you know, we're them. They're the us and we're the them. You know, it's us versus them. And we know who they're voting for. And I hope they get out and vote. I want them to vote. All right. But we have a right to choose who we vote for as well. So, you know. And I don't think I deserve to be called garbage because of who I decide I want to vote for. This is America. We have the right to vote for who we want to vote for. And I don't appreciate when someone calls me garbage or deplorable or anything else because of my choice, because I'm not voting for them and I don't agree with their policies. That's why they're going to choose to call me deplorable or garbage. No, I got no respect for that. And and personally, I don't think anybody else should either. But that's the way the left thinks, though. It seems like a lot of times is, well, we all think you're garbage and deplorable, but that's where division comes in. You know, and you don't think the way we do. You don't vote the way we do, and you're just deplorable. Grow up. I don't call y'all names because who you vote for.
Deplorable garbage.
That's what we are. Well, all right. Well, it's Hump Day news. David, you got any more news for us tonight?
I just had a couple of the election ones I was going to. Let me find just a couple of them. In this list, and I think it may be true, I don't know if it's true, I'm just going by this list, that Jehovah's Witnesses don't vote in presidential elections. Is that true? I don't know. That's a list has that.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know either. But it is in a list of things about the elections. I know there's a thing about the flag. I know that, but I didn't know this. I thought it was interesting, just something that jumped out.
You know, there's some stuff I don't like to look up. All right, I see. That came up. Due to their belief in God's kingdom as the only legitimate form of governance, Jehovah's Witnesses do not participate in political activities such as voting in elections. They refrain from saluting the flag of any country or singing nationalistic songs, which they believe are forms of worship. Yeah, you are. I believe you are right there, sir. So that's what it says on Google, Dave.
Okay.
You know,
Michael, did you figure out what's going on next door? He's He's got a live video from his front porch with police cars
Oh,
on his Facebook.
oh wow.
Did you ever figure out what was going on? That's only been 28 minutes ago, brother.
Oh wow. Now, does it not say in the Bible to pray for your nation and your leaders and stuff like that?
What's praying got to do with voting?
Well, you know, if you're praying for your nation, what they're saying is God's kingdom is the only legitimate form of government. So you pray to God, you pray for your nation. But if you're praying for your nation and that's in the Bible, you're still recognizing the fact that it's a nation and you're praying for it.
How do you know that they're praying for the nation?
Well, they may not be, you know, but it
Pray,
says to in the Bible.
praying for the kingdom, maybe.
Well, doesn't it say in the Bible to pray for your nation and pray for your leaders?
Well, it talks about praying for those in authority. You know,
Yeah. So,
that
mm,
in your house, that would be praying for your wife.
I'll remember that one. We will come back and discuss this one at a later point in time.
I'm sure. I'm sure we will.
Oh, that was it's a you ask me, you know, stuff like, well, you're in a mood tonight, or you're in a you've got a you know you're off the chain and stuff like that. Yeah, it's little comments like that that come back and haunt you later. But I don't forget about them. You're like, why are you off the chain, man? Huh? Remember that little comment about, and in your house that would be your wife? Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Uh, it's okay though.
Love you, brother.
Love you too, brother.
It's a
It's
hump
a
day. We got to have something to get us through the rest of the week. And
look,
you know, we're in the doldrums of the election. You know, we're having to listen to all this. You know, every video, every news article, everything
gosh,
we do. The election, it comes into our phones, emails, everywhere, everything. Let's get it
um,
on. Let's get it over. I can't wait for many reasons for Tuesday, and one of those is so that we can get rid of election ads. Oh,
yes, yes. Also, and just for the record, uh, remember when I posted that uh, email that I got or text message that I got? I got another one today.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and it some large now okay. Here's the thing, and they're sending this out, okay, for everybody to see and read, okay. Some large food. This is the entire text, and I'll there if I can get it to. There's the text. You don't know if you can see it or not. But some large food corporations have admitted to overcharging customers just because they could get away with it. Vice President Kamala Harris plans to go after illegal price gouging on groceries.
They
Have
have been
you
beating
noticed?
this drum,
Right.
and it's so made up.
Yeah.
It's so
Have
made
you
up.
noticed the price of groceries going up in your area? Build America. Okay. Building America is who's sending this out. Now, this is from a different phone number, by the way. So that'll tell you right away that it's fake. You know, oh, I'm sure that the increase in prices have nothing to do with inflation. No, no, no. It's just price gouging because they can. Come on.
And undoubtedly, she never worked at a grocery store either because she doesn't know how that works. The
Well,
markup on the items unless it's a convenience store, is not that much. You sell in volume to get your money. You
Right.
can't price gouge because the store down the street would undercut you and they would take all your business.
Yes.
She just doesn't know what she's talking about. It's just
Well,
made
no,
up
these
stuff.
people don't.
It's made up to infuriate the electorate that we're going to do something about these injustices, and that's the last you'll hear about it as soon as Tuesday is over. There won't be
Yeah.
another word said about that.
There won't be another word said about that. Not from. You won't get no more texts like that. You won't get any more. Hopefully, we're just going to see how this thing falls out.
We'll continue to talk about time
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and yellow
So,
school buses and turning the page and all that stuff.
and being from a middle class family,
Being from a middle class family.
and when I was growing up, my parents had a lawn, so I learned all about taking care of that and being from. Okay, we're getting where we can speak Kamala really well, and I understand what she's saying when she's saying that. Uh-oh.
I'm not saying a word.
Michael.
I just happened to glance down.
I didn't put it up.
Michael.
Oh man.
Now you just told me that was enough a while ago, and I've been being nice. Oh, my goodness.
Woo!
That's stout, brother.
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, but I could take it. I could handle it.
Ouch.
Yeah. All right. So as of midnight tonight, we got 5 days or 4 and a wake up. Oh yeah, and I'm ready for all the political ads to be over. I'll be glad to have something else to talk about. I am looking forward to next Tuesday night, though.
I am too.
And yeah, we're gonna get to see some democracy in action. I hope. So, Michael, I just looked down and saw that again, man. That was stout.
Does he know where you're looking at that?
Probably. I could let him know. She's sitting right here watching these comments come up, dude. I can't even comment on them. I can't even comment on them. Yeah, look at you laughing now. I cannot even comment on these things because she's within arm's reach, dude. Come on. You know how mean that is, dude. I can't even say nothing. I just gotta be like,
That's
Now we
good.
definitely
Yeah,
had to
one
get
more
one
in
more
for
in.
tonight.
I understand. I can understand that. I can go along with that. That was a good one too. I mean, that might have been one for the week. I mean, that was a good one. I'll be feeling that next week. I mean, that was so bad, my grandchildren are probably born bruised. That was stout. I like it. Oh, 30 years ago today, had the Rumble in the Jungle with Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. How about that, Dave?
I know the history of it. I've never been a boxing fan, but I'll just say that was before Foreman was changed into a nice fella. He was a mean fella at that
Yes.
time, and he would tell you that. I'm not saying that. He would tell you that. Oh, the way the Yankees are drilling the Dodgers right now, 4-0 in the top of the third. Try to make a comeback in this thing.
Well, there you go. Let's see. What was it? He wrote a poem for him, but it wasn't. And the other one came out too. My favorite one that he said came out, but he's talking about how bad he was. He said, I murdered a rock, I killed a brick, and something. I chained lightning and banged up jailed thunder and all this other stuff and talked about how bad he was. But he also came out with the greatest one ever to me. You know, I loved the old school boxing smack talk. Okay. But he came out with I float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I loved it, dude. There was an art form to it.
There's you know, George Foreman he made a lot of money in the ring, but he made even more money outside the ring. And one of the best moves ever made was the George Foreman grill. I don't know, but in Hulk Hogan's reality show, when that was on, he claimed in that he had the first shot at that. His wife said it was a stupid idea not to do it. And so he was giving her a hard time about, look at all the money he made off of that. I mean, it could have been the Hulk Hogan grill, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it would work for him, but it did for George. And I guess those things are still around.
Well, I guarantee you one thing: he didn't have no trouble calling his kids because
No,
he
they're
named
all
every
the same name.
George.
Yeah, 1,
Huh?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
George, get over here!
He had to throw a number. He probably just called him by the number. 4.
3, 8, get over here! Oh, however many, 8.
He wanted to pass. He wanted to keep the name out there. You know, that's cool.
Mm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it like that, but
You'd have been like 1, 2, 3, 4. Dun, dun. I'm sorry.
are you a little ADHD?
Huh?
Are you a little ADHD?
Probably.
Undiagnosed?
Uh-huh.
Little Rain Man, you know.
Rain Man? Really? Rain Man?
Definitely Walmart.
Oh. Yeah. It's time for Wapner. Yeah. Yeah. It's time for Wapner. Yeah. These definitely aren't my underwear. No. Yeah. Yeah. These are Dave's. Depends. Ed, but that is 142. And I'm an excellent driver. I'm an excellent guy at putting shells in
It's too
chocolate.
bad you can't drive because I would love to see you go to a drive-thru and order your food like that.
Dude, I have done it. I've done it in all
I would
kinds.
want to see the video though. I want to see the video of you ordering food at a drive-thru like that.
Actually went through a drive-through and said, "You have made me very, very angry. I'm going to destroy you with my space inoculator. But before I do, I would like a Big Mac, French fries, and a sweet tea."
The problem with all that is, Robert, that those kids wouldn't have a clue what you're talking about. They would say,
I had to
"There's
decide.
another one." They would say, "There's another one of those people that can't vote anymore. They're idiots." Or some idiot at the drive-thru talking in a strange voice. I don't know what they wouldn't have no clue what that is.
Well, I could do some voices that they might have a clue as to who
Ask
it
a
is.
30-year-old about hee haw. They don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, no. But if you go up there and you go, "Y'all got any biscuits and mustard in there? What about them French fried taters? I'd like some of them French fried taters." Mm-hmm. You know, they might know who that is.
I doubt it, man. Think about it. How long's that been out?
Well, I don't know. Not as long as Forrest Gump, and everybody knows about Forrest Gump. Of course, everybody's seen
Not
Forrest.
everybody.
I bet most people know about Forrest Gump.
Well, do it next time you go to places. Ask the the 16, 17-year-old worker. Just do a poll.
You know who Forrest Gump is? Should I ask him like that? Hi,
No,
y'all know who Forrest Gump is?
let's ask the question. Do you know who Forrest Gump is?
That'd be interesting.
And be ready to be saddened about how old you're getting,
Dude.
because we're completely out of their realm of their world, their plastic bubble they're in. They have no idea what we're talking about.
You think so?
Most of
I
them have
thought I
no
was,
idea.
pretty slick there and hip still. Maybe.
No, maybe in the Hardee's breakfast crowd, but not in the worker behind the counter, unless they're one of the, we'll say, older ladies that has, because there is still that older past
Lunchroom
retirement
lady.
age lady that just working behind. Hey, I get one at Hardee's every time I go through the drive-through. There's a couple of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they look like they're about 5 years past retirement, but the
They
rest
look
of
like
kids.
they look like lunchroom ladies.
Well, I mean, they have to work. I feel sorry for them, but they're hurting.
I do too. But
They
still
walk
don't
with
keep.
limps like I do. I mean, but the younger crowds, like, they don't have a clue what you're talking about. They're too busy playing on their phone.
Well, I could see them not knowing who Festus was, or having seen Blazing Saddles, which we watched the beginning of again the other day.
How many years has it been since Forrest Gump came out? Just date yourself. Think about it.
Wow.
This is the world you live in, and I live in. Our reference point is so far past that. We're talking alien words to them.
94.
Yeah, think about how long ago that
30
was.
years ago.
Yeah, you're old to them. I mean, like 30 years ago? What?
Wow.
Well, we're talking about kids that are saying, like, literally like, and you're asking them about a movie 30 years ago. They're like, huh? Like, I don't know, like, what you're talking about. I literally don't know what you're talking about.
Well, they get the Jaws reference, right?
I don't know if they do or not.
It came out in 75.
Okay, what's your Jaws reference? You're gonna say we need a bigger boat? Walk up to the
Dude,
counter at
Jaws
the
would
next
be
restaurant and ask them if they know what that movie that line's from. We're gonna need a bigger boat. I dare you to do it.
Jaws will be 50 years old next year. We will have been out 50 years.
You're a cryptid compared to
I'm
their
54.
reference point. I mean, we both are.
Wow.
It's sad. I mean, because you think
It
in
really
my mind,
is.
we think it was just a few years ago. This is a long time ago, about a half a century.
Yeah. I mean, this was the first movie I ever went to see, and it was half a century ago.
Yeah,
Dude,
they
I'm
don't
old.
have a clue about that, man. Unless it was used in some sort of a song or in a clip in one of their videos that TikTok or something. I mean,
This is
they just ain't gonna know.
this is a classic, dude. Jaws, the original Jaws is a classic. It was an amazing movie, and
Yeah, okay. I'll give you another. Let me give you an example here. The Brian
okay,
Piccolo story. You remember that one, right? The Brian Piccolo.
what?
Brian Piccolo. We watched that in school every year. The Brian Piccolo story.
Uh,
Don't tell me you don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Oh wow, the football player that got cancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the Brian Piccolo story. So my Kaylee's mom and aunt and everything, they had went. I don't know. Their mom gave them a bunch of videos, and among those videos was the Brian Piccolo story. I said, y'all should watch that movie. It's a great movie. I mean, it's very moving and everything. I said it's 70s, but it's a great movie. So they said they got 20 minutes in and turned it off. The next day when I asked them, they said that's horrible, man. That's horrible. Like that's I can't even. We couldn't watch it. 20 minutes in.
Wow.
Not 2 weeks later, one of the current shows that was on at the time, I don't remember which one. I think it was one of those TV shows that had the chunker people in it. You know what I mean? Like the guy's big, the girl's big. I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they were big people. It's a comedy.
Okay.
They were reliving scenes from the Brian Piccolo story. I couldn't believe the irony of it. So I'm watching them watch the show, and they're laughing at the show. They're just laughing themselves silly and everything. And I said, "Wow, do y'all know what they're referencing on there?" And they look at me like I got three heads. Like, what are you talking about? I said, "You like what you're watching, right?" "Oh yeah, it's funny." I said, "They're reliving scenes from the Brian Piccolo story." And they it totally went over their head. Like, what? And I had to just spell it out. Like, this is the Brian Piccolo story. They're reliving scenes that happened in this movie that you refused to watch, but 20 minutes of it. But because it was in a reference point of a show they liked, they didn't have a clue that it went back to the Brian Piccolo story. but they thought it was funny. It was great. That's what I mean. If you go up and ask a kid, they're going to be like, "What?" But if it's in sort of, in the culture, if it's in a rap song or something like that, they might know they might know a line or something from that movie or from a movie or from a TV show or something because it's been kind of brought back. But they don't know what that is, man. They don't have a clue.
Uh, Rudy, the movie Rudy,
Yeah,
31 years. Dude, that makes me feel really old. And what
I thought
was
it was
the
more than that. To be honest, I thought it was closer to 40. I guess it was
90?
when he was living that.
Yeah,
The reference point is the late 70s, early 80s, something like that.
yes.
I think that's when he was there, like 79 or something like that.
Okay.
80.
And this one here will scare the snot out of you. Good Will Hunting. That was a good movie, I thought. 27 years old.
Yeah.
Dude, we are getting old. We are absolutely getting old.
I mean,
Oh,
one of the biggest grossing movies of all time was Titanic. I bet even if you went in there and asked them about Titanic, they would be like, they might have heard about the Titanic, the ship, because that just keeps coming back. But they probably would. You could talk about the scene where at the front of the ship, and they would probably
yeah.
have a was just talking about. They're just in a whole different world.
And another classic. Oh, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. One of the greatest sci-fi movies ever. 1977. Wow. It's almost 50. Mm.
Matter of fact, a lot of kids today are young people, teenagers, young people, would probably not even be too in tune with a lot of movies or TV shows because they're moving away from that stuff.
Yeah.
Movie houses. I mean, the movie industry is collapsing because people don't go to the movies. That's why, the red box has gotten popular, but still, that all of that I think is slowly going away. It's
Yeah.
all become to them. It's things that are on streaming on their phones. They might know some Netflix stuff, but depending. But they just don't. People just don't watch stuff like that like they used to. Entertainment of people has changed.
Yeah. Wow. Well, sir, now that I'm thoroughly depressed and realize just how old you really are, I'm just going to stay 39. It's no fun getting old.
Well, just
Huh.
try to make yourself feel good next time you go to town. Just remember to ask a few questions of some
Okay.
folks that look like some boys and girls that look like they're about 17 years old behind the counter as they're trying to get your order, and they're busy playing on their phone and they're chewing their gum and saying like and literally and all that, and see what they know.
Like totally.
No,
No,
that's not what they say anymore.
that's not what they
Not,
say anymore.
not totally. Totally's
That's like
old.
totally radical, dude. No.
No, that's old.
Okay.
That's Valley stuff.
Yeah, that's back in the 80s. All right. Well, thank y'all for tuning in tonight for Hump Day News. We've determined that Dave and I are both older than crap. And we're going to go to bed now and rest our old and aching joints and heads. And we're going to rub ourselves down with Bengay before we lay down, or some other.
Michael, you don't like love stories?
I can see Michael totally watching the Hallmark Channel closet. Dude, he's going to kiss her.
No, he's more into Lifetime.
Yeah, you got here just a little bit late, Colt.
Yeah, Colt.
You have a nice evening, sir. And so y'all like, follow, subscribe. We'll see you bright and squirrely. Well, we'll see y'all tomorrow evening for the Halloween special when we're gonna get some videos of some of the kids in their costumes.
Well, if they want to, as they walk up, as they walk up to get candy, we'll see. Have a good evening, Colt.
Y'all do the
Blessings
same.
to you.
God bless you. I'm still hurting over the stripes comment, but that'd be all right. I will survive it. All right. Well, I got to find my thing over here now.
Well, you are getting older.
What do you know about getting old? You ought to be an expert on it by now.
I am.
Well, once again, it's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show.